This video is designed for someone in the future who may want to find a little bit out about this school, Woodland School, in 1989-1990. The purpose of making up this time capsule was simply, in a very amateurish way, to record something of life in Woodlands now for you people, whoever you are, in whatever time in the future, who may be interested for an anniversary or a celebration, or just because you want to find something out about the history of the area. The reason for doing it was to involve the children in something for the future, to leave something behind for the people and perhaps the classes of the future. We don't know when you're going to open it. We don't know whether it'll be 10 years time, 50 years time, or 100 years time. We don't even know what the quality of this film will be like, even if in fact you can actually show it. We hope you can. We hope you've got some sort of apparatus that will show it. So the purpose of the interviews and the shots around the school is just simply to put on record something of our life so you can make some comparisons with the life you live today.
Keith, how long have you been at Woodland School?
This is the third year that I've been here. I came here following Chris Rogers in 1987.
Right. And how many children are at the school now?
We've got currently 82 children at school now, which is going to put us in jeopardy for perhaps losing a teacher in the future. We're hoping to hold our 5 teachers.
Right.
Yeah. So we should be up around over 100 by the end of the year, if all goes well.
Very good. Thank you very much.
That'll do. This is the brick main block building, which was built in 1955, and you have in front the English beech tree, which has been heralded as one of the best specimens in New Zealand. This is a game that the children often play called 4 Square. This is played by having 4 people in a square each. They are only allowed to pat the ball, not allowed to strike with a down hand action. And the idea is to get the person who's serving or any other player out so that you can stay in your square and move from 1, 2, 3 and 4 squares, hence the name 4 Square. We're looking now from the school gate down towards the Blue Sky Meatworks. There is the schoolhouse, which was built in 1974. Sloane's house, Hugh Sloane's property. Johnson's property and Alf Phillips's property. Next to Phillips's yard, that is Alf's PAX Vauxhall that he bought first brand new in 1962 and is still in good running order. Round now to the yard itself. To the workshop. Round now to Strath's home. And
Graham's home, Jeff Graham, who's a teacher here. This is the old store, which is owned by Mr. and Mrs. Mike Small, next to the school, which used to be the store until 1970. It's now a private home, being redone entirely throughout. One of the old original homes, now owned by Phil Beard at the back of the school. Looking across to the main road from outside the school into Alexander Place. Archie Heenan's house and Heenan's transport yard. To the workshop, which was formerly Kennard's, which is now privately owned as a private workshop by myself. This is the old incinerator. Some children obviously getting cleaned up for the end of the term. We'll go up and have a closer talk to them. This is Mrs. and Mrs. Hamill's Rover car. Which is about a 1974 model. Very popular and expensive car when they came out. This is Iona Brown's Toyota Starlet and Denise Birkin's Suzuki. This is the boiler room at the rear of the school. These are the types of toilets children use. Not every day you see inside one of these. Hand basin with hot and cold water, towel to dry the hands with that's gone missing. And the ducks super flush. This is the cloak bay. Where the children hang up their coats and bags, or at least most of them do. Some children's work from a stream study that was done recently. This is the rear corridor of the school, down past room 2, 3 and 4. Children inside getting ready for their concert. Board, the roll of olive, which is kept in the school. Mrs. Brown doing some more.
Piece of paper, please.
Which one?
I've got it in the staff room.
Yes. Teachers relaxing in the staff room.
Relaxing, isn't it? Relaxing, that's fun.
Get behind you.
Fear I'm being sabotaged, isn't it?
The wayward secretaries.
Denise Birkins, DP.
Normal fear for a Friday afternoon.
I'm
She's got to sleep.
You know,
What will you do as well if the time to finish the railway again?
yeah. Do you notice that I'm recording the time so that we can prove that they were really having their lunch here? Born in the district and has lived here all her life. Some of your family history, Mrs. Brown. Who were your parents? Yeah, we want to know now. This is going down in history.
You've got it turned off, haven't you?
No, I'm recording now. Mr. and Mrs. Murray Brown, who used to live in Woodlands and now living in Invercargill. Mrs. Nancy Hamill, who's kindly loaned the video and is relieving here during this term of 1990. This is the school staff room.
Yeah, it's not supposed to be leaking, by the way, not allowed leaking indoors.
Right?
Yes, yeah.
Oh, it's got the attitude right, yeah?
Where's that video? Normal beer for a Friday afternoon duty day. Couple of Miller's killer.
That was Mr. Graham having his lunch on duty day. 2 Miller's pies. My wife, Mrs. Carol Mackenzie, looks like she's also having some lunch out of the canteen. This is the adventure playground. Children up the top of a tower. This is their lunch hour, and they spend a lot of time playing on here. Take a walk around now and view the covered pool, which was opened in 1984 by the then Governor General, Sir David Beattie. 5, which is currently Mr. Samuela's room, which is a wooden relocatable building. Children getting ready for the talent quest this afternoon, and we will be having a closer look at them when they perform. This is the plaque which was made to commemorate the opening of the school pool in 1984. As you can see, we've had quite a little bit of rain at the moment, and the children just delight in working on these bars, even though they've been told to keep out of the mud. I wonder if your children of today are as mischievous as this. This is the brick. Right, morning class. I want you to speak when I ask you to into the camera to give your name and members of your family, so that the people watching this video, which hopefully will be used for people in the future, will get some idea of who they're looking at and what family you belong to. When I focus in on you, would you please give your name and some details about your family? Jason, could you tell us a little bit about yourself?
My name's Jason Peake, and I have a sister called Natasha Peake, and I have a mum and dad, and my mum's name is Carolyn, and my father's name is Gil.
Good. And have you any grandparents in this district?
Yes, I do. My grandmother's name is Thora Sloan, and my grandfather's name is Hugh Sloan.
Fine, thanks Jason. Michael, could you give us a little bit of your detail, please?
Hi, my name is Michael Straith, and I'm at Williams here. I have a sister called Nay and a mum and dad, which is Jim and Val.
Fine, thanks Michael. This class is the Form 1 and 2 class in Room 1, and there are 20 children in the class, although unfortunately this being the end of the term for Term 1, we have 1 or 2 children away. However, we'll have a talk to some of the children that we've got here today. Brad.
Hello, my name is Brad Sinclair. I have 2 sisters by the names of Melanie and Keely. My father's name is Doug. My mother's name is Karen.
Thanks, Brad. Ruth, could you tell us a little bit about your family, please?
Hello, my name is Ruth Goldsmith. I have a brother Paul and a sister Sarah. My parents are Noel and Janice Goldsmith. I live in Maple Bush.
Thanks, Ruth. Richard.
Hello, my name is Richard O'Meara. I live down the road in Woodlands. My dad's name is Francis and my mother's name is Shona. I have two brothers called John and David O'Meara and a sister called Melanie.
Thanks, Richard. Holly, we'll focus on you now.
Hi, my name is Holly Craig. I live in Woodlands with my two brothers, Lincoln and Calvin, and my mother and father, Alice and John.
Thanks, Holly. Jeremy.
My name is Jeremy Arnold. I live at Maple Bush. I've got a brother called Daniel and a mum and dad called Yvonne and Daryl.
Thanks, Jeremy. Come round now to you, James.
Hello, my name's James and I have my mother and father's name is Ken and Valerie Thompson and they own a dairy farm.
Thanks, James. Stephen.
Hi, my name's Steve Clear. I live in Maple Bush and I've got a sister and a brother. My brother's name is Chris and my sister's name is Jen. And my mother and father, my father's name is Russell and my mother's name is Sue.
Right. Come back to you now, Donald.
Hi, I'm Donald Rutherford and I live in Morton Mains, which is just near Woodlands, and I have two sisters at high school and a brother which is in room 3 and he is standard 3, and my mum's name's Stan and Marianne Rutherford.
Thanks, Donald. And now to you, Kim.
Hello, my name is Kim Sinclair. I have a twin sister called Tammy and a sister called Naomi and a brother called Todd. My mum and dad's name is Carl and Andrew.
And Todd is your little 3-year-old brother, isn't he? Right. Right, over to you, Vanessa.
Hi, my name is Vanessa Stephen. I'm a sister called Katrina and a mother called Donna.
Great, thank you. Diana.
Hello, my name is Diana McKinney. I am an only child and my mother's name is Lamb and my father's name is Murray.
And she lives in the best street in Woodlands. Amy. Might have something to disagree about that.
Hello, my name is Amy Redpath. I have two sisters and a brother. My elder sister is Carolyn, and then Judith, and me, and Riri, and my parents' names are Joan and Ian Redpath.
Thank you. Now we'll just swing round and see if we can get Angela, who's hiding over there. There she goes. And bring in the zoom and have a close look. Here we are, Angela.
Hi, my name is Angela Hopkins. I live in Longbush and I've got a brother called David and my mum and dad are Margaret and Katie.
Great. Right. I think we've got everybody now, have we? Perhaps we could have someone tell us now, please, the children who are away. Donald, can you remember who's away today? And that will give us some record of who else is in the class.
Brett Fahey, who sits just behind me, he's from Rakahoka. He lives near James and he's got two younger brothers in the school. And Kelly Phillips is away. She's got a younger brother at the school and lives in Woodlands. And Tammy Sinclair, who's a twin to Kim, lives up in Maple Bush, and she's got a younger brother called Todd. And Stuart Brown's away. He lives just up by Woodlands, and he's got a younger brother in the school and a younger sister in the school.
Great. Has anybody else got anything to add to that? Have we missed anybody? Stephen.
Well, Brett Fahey, he's also got a sister and she's in school.
And what's her name?
Rachel.
Rachel, that's right.
And there's Malcolm, he's away, and he's got a brother called David and Andrew, and he's got a little sister called Fiona, and an older sister called Anna.
Great.
He lives in Middlebush.
Okay, thank you. Vanessa.
The Stuart round he has got a mother named Lulu and a father named Barry.
Right, that gives us that wee bit of detail. And has anybody else got anything to add to that information? Okay, well what I'm going to do now is swing round and take a look at the wall behind me, and there's a class list there, and we'll all be able to see the people in this class. There's also some test results there too, so we'll have those recorded in history as well. Yes? Right, we start with the timetable for room 1, form 1 and 2. And if we come down and look at the tables test results, we'll get a close-up of the class names. The form 2s and the form 1s. But we are now. This is room 3 of Woodland School, and this is Mr. Graham's room of standard 3 and 4. We've just interrupted him during some work that he's doing for reading, and this too is the last day of term for term 1, 1990, and we'll just sit in now while Mr. Graham talks to his children, and then we'll get each child to say who they are and a little bit about their family. Thanks, Mr. Graham.
Right, what we'll do, we'll quietly go back to our desks, and then the camera will come around and talk to each of you. You can say the name, your age, and perhaps whether if you've got any brothers or sisters at the school, and anything else you'd like to say to the camera. Right, so we can quietly go back to your desks.
Well, as we focus in, I'll just call out your name and you can say who you are and a little bit about you. Who have we got here with their hand over their face? Stephen, could you tell us who you are and if you've got any brothers or sisters?
My name's Stephen Paisley and I've got a brother named Christopher and I've got a sister called Carol. And the age is 9.
Thanks, Stephen. Natasha, could we have a little bit about your family now?
My name's Natasha and I've got a brother and I'm 10.
Great. And what's your last name, Natasha?
Pink.
Great. Okay. Somebody hiding over there. There we are. We've got you, Daniel. Could you give us a little bit about your...
My name's Daniel Chandler. 9 years old, coming 10. I've got a bigger brother, James, and a small brother, Timothy. And my name was
Great. Okay. And who's that with their back to us? Could you turn round? Yes. Laura, could you turn round and tell us a little bit about you and your family?
I'm Darren, I'm 9, and I've got a little sister.
Great. And who's your mum and dad? What are their first names? Kathy and Brian. Right. Right. Mr. Arnold.
My name's Daniel Arnold and I'm coming 10 and I've got a brother named Jeremy
Right, there we are. Brendan?
My name is Brendan Grant and I'm 9 and I've got a brother.
What are their names, Brendan?
Kelly
Right. Okay, there's a Rutherford in the background.
My name's Malcolm Rutherford. I came 10 in March and I've got 2 sisters and 1 brother.
Right. Right, and Mr. Patterson. Oh, yep.
My name's Reggie McLeod. I'm 9 coming 10. And my brother's Jacob McLeod and my sister's Stacey McLeod.
Yes, why did I call you Patterson? Of course it's McLeod. And there's Mr. Fahey.
My name's Tim Bailey and I'm 9 years old and coming 10. I've got 2 brothers and a sister in the school.
Great, thank you. Grant.
Hi, my name's Grant Cole. I'm age 11. I have a sister in school named Tracy and a small sister called Bridget. She's 3
Right.
years old.
Grant, what's that piece of equipment that I can see sitting behind you on the table? What's that called?
Oh, it's a computer.
And what does that do?
Oh, it's got games and you can program it to do all sorts of things.
Right, you use it a lot in the classroom? How long have you had it?
I'm not really sure.
Was it here when you first started school? Just the last year or two? Natalie.
Hello, my name is Natalie McKenzie. I'm 10 coming 11. My father's principal.
That's the speller. Yeah.
I have a brother called Carl and a brother called Ryan.
Right. Thank you. Craig.
My name's Craig Parker, age 10, and I've got 2 sisters who's Donna and Nori and a brother called Philip.
Great. And who's that hiding behind you over there? Can you just move aside so we can have a look? Michelle.
Hi, my name's Michelle Lucas and I've got a bigger sister called Rachel and a bigger brother called Christopher, and I'm 10 coming 11.
Good. And she's also one of the champions in the scone baking contest today. Or was it yesterday? Right, Mr. Phillips, we've got you on focus now.
My name's Brendan Phillips and I've got an older brother called Nathan.
All right. Whereabouts do you live?
I live beside
Mhm. Stephen.
My name's Steve Sickmore. I'm 10 years old. I've got 2 little brothers with James.
Great. Right, Mr. McLeod.
My name's Jeremy McLeod. I'm the oldest in the family. I'm 11 years old. I've got a brother called Reed McLeod and a sister called Stacey McLeod.
Good. All right. Brendan, who's that in front of you? Could you just, yeah, that's the way. We can get a good look at you.
My name's Brendan Dennis and I'm 10 coming 11. I've got a cousin called, 2 cousins in this classroom called Dennis and Dennis.
Great. Your father does some special sort of farming. Can you tell us what he farms?
But
What are fitches? For those people that don't know.
animals that look like weasels,
Right, and what do they use them for?
skins,
What do they use the skins for? Use them for clothing, I think, don't they?
yeah,
Right. Stuart. And we'll record them now so that we've got them as part of the Form 1 and 2 class. Tammy, could you tell us a little bit about your family and where you fit into it?
I have a twin sister called Kim, and I have another sister is younger, called Naomi, and I have a brother which is 3 and he is 5, and I come from Macintosh.
Right, thanks. And we certainly see the likeness between you and your sister. And now we've got Kelly Phillips. Kelly, could you tell us a little bit about your family, please?
Well, I've got a brother, Brent, who goes to boarding school, and I've got 2 parents, and tomorrow we're going to be shifting.
And where are you shifting to?
Fourth Road.
Right, and what sort of a place is that?
It's a nice place when we're shifting onto a farm.
Right, onto a farm. And who did you buy the farm off?
Helen and Mike and Curly.
Right, and they've shifted to town. So, where do you live at the moment?
We live up in Place.
Right, and you're shifting tomorrow. Lots of exciting times. Well, those people who are watching this, I wonder where Kelly is these days. We have 3 more children who we missed this morning from Mr. Graham's room 3, the standard 3 and 4 class. And these children are going to talk to us just briefly about themselves and their families. Naomi, would you like to tell us a little bit about yourself and your family and who you belong to?
Hi, my name's Liam. I've got 2 sisters at school, which their names are Penny and I've got a brother called Tom.
And he's a 3-year-old, isn't he? Right. Thanks, Naomi. Dennis, can you tell us a little bit? Great. What's the name of your mum and dad? Right. And I think your grandmother lives with you, doesn't she? And what's her name? May Chamberlain. Right. Stuart, on to you now. We missed you earlier. Good. And the names of your parents, Stuart? Right. And what do they do for a living? How do they earn their living? Right. Okay.
Big chance. You're on a film.
Righto people, this is going to be a video that we're going to use for the time capsule, and we want to speak to you and we want you to tell us your name and if you have any brothers and sisters, perhaps where you live, things like that that might be of interest for people in the years to come. It might be 10 years, it might be 50 years before someone shows this video to the people of the district, and then they'll be able to see you people as young children. This is the new entrant J1 and 2 class, and it's called Room 2. And we'll start by asking Andrew McMartin if you could tell us a little bit about you, about yourself. Righto, Andrew, what's your name? And where do you live? And what's the names of your brothers and sisters? John, can you shift back a wee bit, please?
Yep.
That's the boy. Malcolm, yes. Who else?
David.
Yes. Got a sister? What's her name? 2 sisters. Right. Good. Okay. And Ben, is it? Jed. There we are. What's your name? Jed Brown. And who's your brothers and sisters? Who are your brothers and sisters, Jed?
Stuart and Amy.
Right, good. Jonathan, who are your brothers and sisters? Right. And your mums and dads? Mum and dad's names? Good. And Miss Manson, what's your name? Right. Brothers and sisters? Right. Paul doesn't go to this school, does he? Right, he's at university. Right. Jamie. What? Yes, and you've got other brothers? Right. And who else? Haven't you? Right, got Shane as a brother too, haven't you? Yeah. Right. John, sitting over the back there nice and quiet. What's your other name? Right. And John, you're going to another school after today, aren't you?
Yes.
What school's that? Right. And where have you been staying lately?
At Grandma's house.
Right, and who are they?
Grandma and Granddad.
Murphy.
Yep.
Right, that's right. And what's your mum's name?
Jenna.
Right. Shane, and brother of Jamie that he'd forgotten about. Right, Shane. Shane, who?
Brother John.
Good. And who are your brothers? Right, and do you know the names of your mum and dad? Right, okay. Karen, what can you tell us about your family?
Mum and Dad and Christopher.
Right. Whereabouts do you live? Right, good. And who have we got here? Who's that? Me? No, I haven't got Jackie. I've got Carla. Have I got Carla? Yes, I've got Carla. What's your name, Carla? Carla who? Right, that's right. And have you got a sister? What's her name, dear? Right, good. Karen. Karen Paisley, is it? Done you. Who's that in front there? Miss Woods. What's your name? Say again, dear? Right. And who's your brother? And have you got any other brothers? What are their names? Right. Good. And have we got Rodney sitting there, have we? He's peeping over the desk. Who's your brother, Rodney? And your mum and dad's name? Right. You got some teeth missing? Yeah. How old are you?
6.
Yeah, right. And Kim. Got a good picture of you there, Kim. Tell us about your family.
Me, Ashley, and Gary and David.
Good. What's your last name? Right. Good. And what does your father do for a living?
Keeps the sheep well.
He's a farmer. Ends up those people who live on a farm. Right. Ends up those people who've got mums or dads who work in Invercargill. Right, so most of us work on farms or own farms. Have we got everybody? We missed anybody? Right, where's Naomi? Right, Naomi, we'll start with you there. Right, Naomi. Righto, Naomi, how are you? Good. That's beautiful. Look up at the camera so we can see your pretty face. Big smile. Right. And who's this over here? Jackie Barron, is it? We missed you before, did we? Right. Tell us a bit about your family, Jackie. What's your brother's name? Yes. And how long have you been at school? Just a few days, haven't you?
Yeah.
Only just started. So how old must you be? 5. Yeah. And are you enjoying school?
Yeah.
You got one of these cameras at home? Fun, aren't they? We might be able to see ourselves on it next term before we put it in the time capsule. That'd be fun? Yeah. Right. Well, I think that's all our class, Mrs. Bergens, is it?
I think there might be 1 or 2 others, yes.
We've got 1 or 2 others yet.
1 or 2 others, yes.
Right, well, you put the hands up if I've missed you out. Kirsty. Right, Kirsty. What's your name? And who are your brothers and sisters? Yeah. Right. Do you know the names of your mum and dad? What are they? Right. Okay, good. And how old are you? Right. Have we missed anybody else? Where's Sarah? Put your hand up, Sarah. Right, Sarah. A bit shy, are we? It's a pretty picture I've got here, though. Have you got any brothers and sisters?
Got a sister.
What's her name?
Melissa.
Where's she? Where's she at the moment? Right, we're going down there next, so we'll say hi to her for you. Okay? Right. Well, I think we've got everybody now.
Then she got out and then he came real fast and she slammed the door straight away and it goes, oh, like that.
I see. And they've got good voices, haven't they?
Yeah.
Very good voices.
And they all sing,
They all sing, yes.
even the boys.
Oh, of course. Even the boys can sing as well.
Right, thank you, people. This is room 5, Mr. Samuela's room, and this is the J3 or Standard 1 and Standard 2 class of Woodlands. And I want to speak to you people today after we've had a little look around your room, see what's on the walls, because there's some lovely things here. And after I've spoken to you, after I've had a look around the walls at least, I want to speak to you and I want you just to tell me who you are and a little bit about your family, who your brothers and sisters are, and perhaps where you live, what your family does, those sorts of things. We've got some lovely things on the wall here. I wonder if they're going to be interesting to the people that are going to be looking at this in perhaps 50 years' time. Who knows? Maybe they don't even have paper to write on. You have to go right up onto the ceiling of this classroom. Horace. There's Horace. Right, well, we'll just go around. We'll start right over the back there with you. Your name is? And who have you got in your family?
I've got Michael that's starting university now, and Roger and Brendan, and London.
Right. And who's this boy?
Timothy.
Right. Tell us a bit about your family, Timothy.
Well, got a brother Dennis, and Daniel, Mum and Dad never. Well, us boys usually pick on Rainbow, our plus.
You've got a cat that lives at your house, have you? Right. Right, next. We've got Christopher, have we? Tell us a bit about your family, Christopher.
Well, with
Where is Stephen today? Right. Yeah. Wish him all the best. Andrew.
I've got a brother called Paul and a sister called Rachel and a cat called Buzzball, and I've got about 5 cats, got 3 cats and 2 kittens, and all my cats, well, my one was Buzzball and Rachel's one was one in there is called Tiger.
Right, thank you.
I've got a sister called Anne, I've got a wee brother called Andrew, and a big brother called Malcolm, and Mum and Dad, and Ben.
And what's the name of your mother and father?
Barbara and Woody.
Right, good. Okay.
I've got Cam,
What's your name, dear? Right.
I've got Cam, Mary, Kristen, Kim, Mum, Dad,
Where do you live? Right. Okay. Good.
my name is Mary. I've got 2 brothers and my sister, and my brother's name is called John Barry, and my sister's Connor, and Clay, and they put on
And what's your last name?
Wood.
So Nigel Wood. Thanks, Nigel.
My name is Mackenzie, and I've got one sister, and she's 6 years old, and my mother and father. My mother's name is Lila Catherine, father's name is Harry. And then she my father's name is Nicola, and mom and dad's name is Jamie. Well, my name's called Chris, and
What's your last name, Chris?
Mackenzie,
Right.
and our class is called Andrew. She's 7 years old, and I've got another sister. She's called Nicole, and she's 4 years old.
Great, thank you. Righto, Stacey.
My name's Stacey, and I live in Woodlands, and I've got a brother called Jamie, and he's 10 years old. And I've got a brother named Reuben, and he's 9 years old. And my dad is 22, and I think I don't know how old my mum is. And my mum and dad's name is Anne and Graham.
Thank you very much. Well done.
My name's Sam, and I have 3 brothers, and the name is Lionel, Tyrone, and Aaron. And I think my name's 24 years old. And I have a father called Aaron, and it means cocktails.
Thanks, Cerise. Angela.
Well, I've got a sister, and she's 5 years old, and my mum and dad. My mum's name is Judy, and my dad's name's Rob, and I think dad's 35 and mum's 34.
Thank you. Melissa.
My name is Lucy, and I've got a sister, and she's 5, and my mother and father's name is 73.
Right.
My name's Tom, I've got a little brother called Ryan, and a big sister called Lily, and mum and dad.
And what's your last name, Carl? Right. Are you a brother of Christopher?
No.
Just a good friend? Right.
My name is Andrew Barron, and I've got a brother who is 6 years old, and a mother called Norma, and a dad called Stuart.
Thank you. Well done. Just stay there, Brent. We'll get you... What's that thing behind you there? With wheels on?
Oh, skateboard.
What's that used for?
Or skateboarding, a branch or anything like that.
What do you sit on it?
Or stand on it or sit on it, what do you want to do?
Right. One of the crazes of the moment for 1990.
I don't know really.
Right, tell us about yourself.
Well, my name's Brent, and I've got a big sister named Kelly, and she's 11 years old. And I'm 8 years old, and got a dog named Buffy, and he's about 2, I'd say. And I've got mum and dad.
What's happening to you tomorrow?
Oh yeah, I'm shifting.
Where are you going?
On a farm.
Right. Mm.
Hi, my name is
Eve who?
Brown.
Right.
I've got a big brother called Jim, he's 12. I've got a younger brother, and he's 6. And his name's David, and Stuart. I've got a mum and dad.
Great. Oh, that's lovely. We're getting ready for an item in the talent quest this afternoon. They've got a clown act to perform. This is the first half of the merit board, which was started in 1920. Unfortunately, the second half is away being sign written. children's artwork. Stained glass window, which they have done. Their own in the library. Children practicing for their concert item.
No travel with that one.
No travel, no. Going down in history, this is going to be shown to all your kin in 50 years' time. Mrs. Brown using the electronic typewriter, which is a new innovation in the last year or two. We make extensive use of a photocopier, which is this machine, which reproduces all our material that we need for the children and community. We're now getting ready for school assembly and talent fest. Mr. Harry Samuela, one of our class teachers.
Actually, Seniors 1990 Talent Quest, and it's Natasha, Michelle, and Natalie with Camp Granada.
Lesson 1. Hello
got second in the Town Quest for the juniors, and they're Carl and Chris. They're friendly. First prize is Noah to Natasha, Michelle, and Ellen. And two people have got second, Christopher and Carl. And the person who got third wasn't able to do it, that was Malcolm. And prizes for the people who just entered and didn't get anywhere were Andrew Barron, Brendan Phillips and Co. Andrew Hanson. Andrea in the academy. Tracy. And that's your name. The first for the seniors were Malcolm and Michael, but Malcolm's away today, and so Michael's there. And they're going to do their act next week. Second is Grant Holly. And third is Kelly Namies, but they did their act. And Stephen didn't get anywhere, but he made it look like it's just good. Thank you.
And two items that the book should like to see. And if you think it's easy, you just try doing it yourselves.
Tony Chestnut.
Tony Chestnut knows I love him. Tony knows, Tony knows. Tony Chestnut knows I love him. That's what Tony knows. Tony Chestnut knows I love him. Tony knows, Tony knows. the second person, Wyndham got third, Jason got first, Damien got first. And for the second person there was 4 1 and 2, down in McKinley. And third equal for the 4 1 and 2s was Malcolm and Richard. We will present the prizes after the holiday.
Right, all look this way and we'll get a sweeping view of all of the classes. This will be the best way to make sure we record everyone. Yes, we've got you, Andrew. You don't need to wave. Thank you down, John. Have you got a song, Mr. Samuel?
Yes, I think my class actually would like to sing a song, but we'll do it as a school actually.
Righto, good.
We swing the camera around that way and then it's called the Rattling Bog. And if you listen carefully to the first few lines, you'll be able to join in as we go along. Now my class, remember, there's no need for you to scream it out. They've all got ears, they can all hear you. Let's hear how nicely you can sing it, please. And I'll try and play it on a sore finger. Okay, 1, 2. We can do it without the sign language too, by the way, you boys. You know what I'm talking about? Count of 3. 1, 2, 3.
In that fog there was a tree, a real tree, a real tree, tree in the fog and the fog down in the valley, fog and the fog down in the valley, fog and fog down in the valley. In that fog there was a scratch, a real branch in the tree and the tree in the bog, bog down in the valley, high and bog, bog down in the valley, high and bog, bog down in the valley. In that bog there was a twig, a real twig, a real twig. Here we go. Twig and the branch and the branch and the tree, tree in the bog and the bog down in the valley. Good. High and bog, bog down in the valley. High and bog, bog down in the valley. In that bog there was a nest, a real nest, a rattling nest. Here we go. Nest and the twig and the twig and the branch and the tree and the tree and the bog and the bog down in the valley. High and bog, bog down in the valley. High and bog, bog down in the valley. In that bog there was an egg, a real egg, a rattling egg, egg in the
I remember. I might. Right. A real might, might and the flea and the flea and the feather and the feather and the bird and the egg and the egg and the nest and the nest, twig and the twig and the branch and the branch and the tree and the tree. Really well done in your first attempt.
Hope you enjoyed this film for the Time Capsule. It was taken by Keith Mackenzie himself and edited by David Hamill. Thank you.